Excuse me? Um, excuse me? Oh, you have your earbuds in again, huh? Well, I guess I should know that's your usual by now, huh? Come on, Ella. It's not that hard. All you have to do is just ask them out. It's as easy as, hi! Sorry, I saw that you had your earbuds in, and I didn't want to interrupt you or anything, so I just, you didn't happen to hear anything that I was saying just now, did you? Oh, you didn't? Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, it wasn't anything that important, really, just. What's that? Oh, you want to know what it was anyway? Um, well, the thing is, I was just going to ask you how it was going with the history project, is all. Yep. I came all the way here for that reason. Nothing else. Okay, yeah, so that is kind of a lame excuse. The thing is, actually, did you know that we had study hall together? I know that that's where you're going now. I mean, it's not that I've been stalking you or anything creepy, it's just that since we're kind of friends now, I just noticed that we were in the same class, so. I know that you usually just work on homework or listen to music in there. I mean, I more or less do the same, I guess. But that teacher doesn't really care one way or another as long as we don't get too loud. I mean, I'm sure you've seen how rowdy some of the other people in there can get. Sitting on desks and talking loud and always on their phones and stuff. So, I mean, the thing is, well, actually, the girl that sits next to me, she has the same English class as me, and she wasn't there, so I'm pretty sure that she's out sick today. And if it just happened that you wanted to steal her seat, I mean, it would just be for the day is all. Just until she gets back. And I guess you don't have to if you don't want to. It was just an idea I had. But I totally get it if you don't want to. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to break the rules. Not for someone like me. But if you wanted to, I wanted to give you the option. So that's all. What's that? Oh, you do want to sit next to me? And you mean it too, right? This isn't just some pity thing? Okay, well, that's great. And totally the only thing that I wanted to ask you. I have to stop by my locker before class, but once the bell rings and the teacher stops paying attention, you can come sit with me if you want. And then, if you don't want to, you can just not show up, I guess. Just in case you don't want to say no to my face or something. Anyway, I'll see you then, maybe. Oh, hi. So you did show up after all. It's not that I thought you wouldn't, it's just, well, I'm really glad that you did decide to. Oh, and I almost forgot. I know that we already ate like a ton of them at lunch, but I brought some more of those brownies that I made the other day. Oh no, it's okay. Like I've said before, you can have as many as you want. And you could take some home with you too if you want to. Like I said, I just like baking to de-stress and stuff, so there's way more sweets at home than my dad's and I could ever eat. So yeah, take as many as you want, and probably then some. Honestly, having you eat them is kind of helping me out. When I end up baking too much of something, I always say that I take them to school to share with people, and now I don't actually have to lie about that anymore, which is nice. And I'd much rather that someone actually gets to enjoy them than just having to throw them out. I'm glad you like them. I guess there's not much to you being here. We just get to do homework together rather than separate. But sometimes just being around another person makes things a lot better, even if you don't talk at all or anything, especially since I'm so bad at that. I feel like if you really like a person, then you don't really have to do anything that special with them. You can just enjoy their company, no matter what it is you're up to. Not that I'm saying that we're really all that close. I mean, I mostly only started talking to you because of the history project, and then lunch too, I guess. I don't want to force myself on you or anything, is what I'm saying. I hope that you're not hanging out with me just because you know I don't have any other friends. 'Cause, really, I mean, I've been going this alone for long enough that it doesn't really bother me most of the time. And I would rather keep doing that than have to find out that I'd really just been bothering you all this time. I don't mean to imply that you would be mean about it or anything, just... I guess I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I think that what I'm trying to tell you is, in the past, I've had a couple friends here and there, and most of them were really nice people, most of the time. But that's why they were friends with me to begin with. They were just being nice, which is good. It's nice to be nice, but, well, I could tell that they didn't really want to be around me that much. I mean, they were good to hang out with when I needed someone, but they didn't want me for me, you know? I don't want to be the kind of person that forces people to hang out with her just because it seems like she can't do any better. So, if you're hanging out with me just to be nice, then it's really great that you would do that for me, or for anyone, but I want you to tell me, okay? Can you promise to tell me that, and make sure it's the truth? You really do like me? Just for me? I guess I'm not really used to that. I was hoping that would be your answer, of course, but I guess I didn't want to get my hopes up or anything. Still, I'm really glad that you like me for me. Because, well, because the thing is, when I came up to your locker earlier, when I asked you if you wanted to sit with me in this class, well, I did want to ask you to sit with me, but I also wanted to ask you something else. I wanted to see if... I wanted to ask you... Sorry. It's a lot easier to talk to you than to talk to most people, now that we're friends and everything. And you're always so nice on top of that, but this one's a little complicated. The thing is, I was wondering, are you seeing anyone? Oh, I made that sound like I'm some old lady. What I mean is, we're friends now, but you've never really mentioned dating anyone. And I just thought that if you don't have anyone. Well, I was just wondering if you did or not, for no reason in particular. Oh, you're not? That's good. I mean, not good, but it's... Oh God, I'm so bad at this. See, the thing is, my dads are gonna be out of town this weekend, and I'll have the house to myself. I was mostly just planning to bake all day, and I know you like my cookies and stuff, so I was thinking maybe you would want to come over and help. I mean, you can just come over and bake if you want. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. And I totally understand if you don't see it that way or if you don't want to come at all, but... You do want to come over? That's great. And about the other stuff, you can just forget it if you want. I didn't want to make things awkward at all, so it doesn't have to be a date or anything if you don't want it to be. Unless... Do you want it to be? You do? Oh my gosh. I mean, I know that I was the one that asked you, obviously, but I never thought that You really are saying yes, huh? And this really is because you want to, not just because you feel awkward or bad for me or anything? Okay, I hope so, but I was just checking. I'm really glad you said yes. I can't wait to see you already.